Hi everybody, this is Alan with HeadphoneReviewHQ.com, and today I'm doing a review of the HiFiMAN RE400 Waterline in-ear headphones. So here you can see the front of the packaging here. Nice little package. You can actually see the headphones through the front of it. You slide the cover off and you have a nice little shot of the headphones right there. And what you'll find is this is like a little foam insert. And I figure it out in just a second. So you basically peel it out and then you slide it up. It comes right on out. So nothing else in the box. It's all kind of in this foam thing. So taking a quick look here, you can see that there's some ear tips at the top. There's another set of ear tips there. And there's where your headphones are in that little box at the bottom. This little slip of paper here, these are like little translucent pads. They're like a mesh that you can put over the ear tips to keep wax from getting in there, I believe. And then here, you'll see this is actually the thing that you can wrap your headphones around for taking with you on the go. All you have to do is stick your finger behind the headphones there. They pop right out. So you don't want to go tugging on them so you don't break the wire. And they just come right on out. And then here I'm going to pull out the ear tips. And I'm a fan of these. So there's a large set of dual flange tips that come with it. I'm not actually using those. I'm using these that came in here taped up. There's a smaller set of the double flange that I just love. And here's a good shot of them right here. And then right next to it, you can see the other one is just a regular solid ear tip like what comes in most. So here I'm unwrapping. And one thing I noticed here is there's some plastic wrapped around the metal part of the ear tip or the headphones themselves to keep them looking nice and shiny whenever you get them out. So here now you can see on the side it's got an R indicating your right ear and a nice little finish. These are tiny in-ears. And same thing on the left, you get the L for the left headphone. And there you have the metal slider that's supposed to go up right up underneath your chin to try and keep these things tight. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But overall, nice looking set of headphones here. And here, looking at the cable, you've got RE400 HiFiMAN is where the main cable joins and splits out. And then you can see that the main bulk of the cable is actually braided. So this thing will last you a long time. It's very durable. And here you've got the almost right angle jack that will plug into your media player. And there you can see I've got the thing put on its little portable carrying thing wrapped up around there. It's actually a nice little way to carry these things around. First, let's talk about the build quality of the RE400s. Right off the bat, you'll notice that there's a braided cable that comes along with the part that attaches to the actual jack. The other side is a rubbery type coating around a piece of wire that you're probably used to on most in-ear headphones. I've had these for a little while and they seem to be fairly sturdy. Like I wouldn't say that I've treated them great, and they've held up extremely well. So while we're talking about the build quality, let's talk about the little slider that's supposed to keep this thing snug on your up to your jaw. I've found that, as you can see right there, that while working out, even just walking around, this thing has a tendency to fall down fairly easily. Part of that, I think, is due to the fact that it's built out of metal, and so it's just very easy to slide up and down the cable. So with that in mind, it won't stay snug on you when you're doing any kind of exercise. Now, as far as the jack itself, this is a fairly sturdy jack. It's actually held up pretty well from the abuse that I've put it through, just throwing it in my pocket or whatever. And the braided cable, again, is a nice feature. It seems to keep this very strong on here, so you're not actually going to have any problems with that like coming apart. Now, up near the earpieces, if there was anything I'd worry about, it'd be that section right there because it feels fairly flimsy. But again, I've had no problems with it whatsoever. Alright, so let's talk about the comfort of the RE400s. I've got to say, these are one of the most comfortable sets of in-ears I've ever tried, period. And these are one of the very few that I haven't felt the need to go out and get some Comply foam tips in order to make them comfortable and seal properly and all that. The only in-ears that I can think of that I've ever tried that are actually maybe marginally more comfortable would be the Klipsch S4s. But with that in mind, these have no special shape to them. They're just round, and they go in so easily. They seal perfectly, and they don't create any of that pressure that you get with some in-ears when you put them in your ears and you can feel a popping or anything like that. These just go in lovely. They isolate extremely well. Like when I put these in just now, I can't hear anything going on. I know I have a football game going on upstairs. Can't hear that at all. So these isolate well, and they also keep the sound in pretty well. And again, if you want to minimize the microphonics, the way that I put these in is I actually take these and you put them up over the back of your ear and then put them in your ear. And then that way any cable noise that's coming up will actually stop at your ear. These were pretty good with microphonics. They're not nearly as bad as some that I've tried if you just want to put them in like this. So if you're just sitting at a desk or anything, that's probably fine. If you're going to be doing any walking or anything, I highly recommend doing the over-the-ear method, and it will save quite a bit of microphonics. But again, the comfort on these things is just amazing. Have not felt the need to change the tips, and I am using the double flange tips that came with them. Alright, so the sound quality on the RE400s, if I were going to sum it up in a word, it would be neutral. These things are just very neutral across the board. They remind me of some very expensive headphones in that regard. Now, that means that these aren't going to be for everybody. So, getting started with the bass, these don't have that in-your-face bass. These aren't going to be like bumping in your car or anything like that. These literally are a very neutral bass. Now, that bass is excellent. It's smooth, it's textured, it's full, and it's got all the right details when you're listening. However, you're not going to get that boom boom if you're trying to listen to rap or anything like that. R&B is not going to be it. Dance, even pop, probably not going to be your cup of tea. Now, I will say this, you can EQ these up and get a decent amount of bass out of them if that's what you're looking for, but it's going to be nowhere near some of the other in-ears where bass is like an emphasis. So if you're looking at getting a set of in-ears and you're looking for crazy amounts of bass, these aren't them. However, if you want some real natural, just beautiful, fluid sounding bass, these are great. Getting into the mid-range, that's where these things shine. These things have an absolutely amazing mid-range on them. Listening to female vocalists like Alison Krauss, Rebecca Ferguson, Adele, they're killer. As you listen, it's just got a warm body to it. It's amazing to sit there and listen to. Alison Krauss's "Go Down to the River to Pray," just insane. As she starts singing, it's like she's singing to you. And then as the other vocalists come in the background and they start layering on top of each other, you can really get lost in that. Nickel Creek, there were some incredible songs listening to Nickel Creek on this that literally you'll find yourself just getting lost in the music. So amazing stuff. And then male vocalists, you have all the full body of a male vocalist, which is awesome because the texture, usually sometimes when you have one you don't get the other, but these again are so very neutral that listening to the Josh Grobens or the Andrea Bocellis, or just everything was so very good. Even getting into rock genres like 3 Days Grace or some of the other ones like Third Day, if you're into that, incredible vocals. They'll just grab you, and before you know it, you've sat there and listened for an hour just going through track after track. So amazing on the vocals. The treble, also very neutral, non-fatiguing, excellent in that. You can listen for hours and hours and you'll never get that ear fatigue from piercing treble. However, the only downside to the treble on these is they are not the most detailed. So if you listen to anything like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, you'll notice that the part where where he's taking a drink of water before, I can't remember which song it is right now, but at any rate, you don't get all the little details that you'll get in something that's got a little bit more resolution in the upper treble. But again, it's a small nit. These are very good in the treble. They resolve enough to make everything very musical. So wrapping up on the sound quality, I think you get that I really like these. They're not going to be for everybody. Again, if rap or hard-hitting bass is your thing, these aren't going to be it. However, if you want to hear music the way that it was recorded, and these things are amazing. I mean, for the price that they go for at $100, these are incredibly neutral and very, very involving musical headphones. So wrapping up with these, I mean, I've got to say that for the price that you pay for them, there are other headphones obviously in this price range that you can get that will do the job and probably have certain things that you're looking for. However, if you want true audiophile type, just sit back and enjoy the music type quality listening, these are amazing. And again, the comfort is what really set these off for me. The fact that I can put these in and I forget that I even have anything in my ears, and at the same time you have that good sound stage, that good depth of the vocals and the bass and the treble and everything. The combination of all that together makes these a very nice set of headphones to listen to. So if you are in the market for something very natural and you really want to just kick back and enjoy the music, these are wonderful. I can highly recommend them. They're easily driven by an iPod, any kind of portable media player. They don't require a ton of power and they sound wonderful. So and they can be EQ'd. Again, while they're not made to blow you out with the bass and all that kind of stuff, you can EQ them and they respond well to that. I haven't had them bottom out on me or anything. And they do isolate well. You put them in, it's almost like having little miniature head plugs in, or head plugs. They're like having earplugs in, and they'll keep things a little bit quieter around you. So again, at $100, I can highly recommend these. It's, for the right audience, these are killer. I want to thank HiFiMAN for sending these out to me for evaluation. Again, a wonderful set of headphones, and makes me look forward to reviewing the next set. I mean, if this is their entry-level stuff, I can only imagine what the things go from here. So thanks again for that. And for the rest of you, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them in the forum below. And as always, go check me out on Facebook. I'm actually doing more updates and things, so any kind of deals that I find, it's easier to post that stuff on Facebook. So go check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/headphonereviewhq. I've also been updating Twitter a little bit more. I've been getting better at the social media interactions. So go check me out on Twitter at headphonehq. And as always, subscribe if you like this. If you plan on buying a set of these, or if you're looking at others, please use my link in the description below, as that'll help me bring you more of these reviews. And again, I'm doing this for you guys because I know it's hard to figure out where to spend your money when looking for headphones. There's so many out there, and it's really hard to get a good basis for comparison. So that's what I try to bring you with this stuff. So again, leave me a thumbs up also, and share me with your friends and family. And I have many, many more reviews coming your way. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and also go check me out on headphonereviewhq.com. I've been updating that a little bit more of late as well. And I plan on actually creating a newsletter subscription over there. So if you want to find out about the latest news or deals or anything like that, go over there and subscribe on headphonereviewhq.com. So I appreciate it, and I will be back soon. Thanks.